Memo watching na memo akwa ba mfa umra na watch adwumadi so Adom TV. If ya try ho ewa sempa 94.7 FM na watch we nsem akese pa na sisi wom na nei yesi nkonya ye ba behwe miensa na yetumi Adom suko ya dwendwen ho ne ahwe kwan a ye fa so man Ghana betumi akọ nim ye na yenimsa na watch we ye na watch a toso mienu a nurses for years omodomu djuma begu from fi say omo improved conditions of service be omo ne aban atwa no G2 mo no aban we aye say on to me implementing this year ba be next year omo kan say da bi da omo njintu nti omo de omo nyoma egu from eco strike na dano in na parliament afre omo ne omo kasa say mo hwe se niansam no na yenim se media budget ba ba mo de mon twe mo strike no nsan na ye hwe ne aban betumi aye enu nti eno a ena omo announce say okay sade ya twe strike no asensan na ne yebisa say strike no matwe asensan no eno nko no etumi resolve nurses for issues na yebedi ho enkomo ha na wotwe wonso ye koda sorry ye no na president John Dramani Mahama atro krata bi dia koma yenua pani Manasseh Azure Awene ono investigative journalist say krata bi on the brain say enam nsensem bi ekoso efa ZoomLiom contractor omni Youth Employment Authority ewono a enko yinti on twinsan president krata na chere say president say sa contract na ewu no omo ensign renew no on the bebre so to just say even sweeper force kanokra no ye ba betum or say cabinet agiatum say nei sanitation contract omdo be ma omuma at the regional and district level ye Manasseh ye din komo kansen bebre nei ye ne betena form na ya dwendwen sem we hu say what is next for communal cleaning ye bedi hu komo here on the show na ye na so yenim say national service in sense bi shase ebobo ba ya na na form na enra attorney general den sembi tuja or say allegedly sa scandal no mo involved no area Ghana sika more than 500 million Ghana cedis or say are charging go for 12 billion de omo kwakosi court no mo atoto omo ano na ya hwe say wo a ohu bedan no na ye do akotra ban kokum na ye bisa say wo hwe ne ekoya eno no then I see it to ye na ma o my Ghana mfa so see nya fi sa asem we no yetunye nya enti e ba be hwe ne ya sa critical analysis of oral prosecution ba be koso o my way mu no na o mo eni o mbedi dwuma de e o de me ye ntwe ho bra na ye ba obehu o mo a me o ba be dwuma from Samuel Kojo Braze on behalf of our production team, directors, cameras, lighting, sound for any producers in anime. More about to the show. Ye twa hotel ni aba ba e be don se no suko oni entina. Memo akwa biom to the show na minda mabedwa for Edin Chrew na your Manasseh Azure Awene ono investigative journalist Manasseh, good morning.
Good morning.
We have got yesterday. Great. J Yausa Kode a member of the MPP's national communications team on so Nana Biaboko. Okay. You need that kind say Peter Mensah, deputy CEO of PSC Tamashepi at Babe Cancer and Philemon Japan. No, you drew the national the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association in Sensebna or Babe Cancer in the Dinko. But yes, I say ZoomLiom Sensem. But first of all, I say we would dear Chenyeneba set the background, Mam Kofwe Fe now more teens and we know who maybe if you drew her in terms of the ZoomLiom Sensem. Okay,
let me say, now me age more Joy FM, ha. Me join a Joy FM by 3 months, pepe, bosome me and son. And will be a friend me, me call press center, and you maybe. No, say me a koso ewo Ghana Youth Employment and Entrepreneurial Development Agency. Satam near friend JIDA. And a youth employment program. That's our program 2006 no mo shasiye. Omampeni John Ajekum Kufuor Abans Ebreso mo ka se emabun bebre wo Ghana wo mo nyi edwuma mo ye enti ya hwe ne ye ne ampe bia mo wanya national security no ebetimi atochima sebe obi ni bribi na se wo modoso sa ebi kura betumi afa tuo ne ade enti wo mo hya ase se wo mo de sa initiative ba ama emabu anya dwuma ye enti enkrofo bi so fa achi a te se ne ekoso national service ya na wo mutimi de edin bi a nipa no enhyeda anya adwuma obi ani ho ye adwuma na wo mo de din no ahye ho nti se ketua no ekọ bank a wo se na wo mo etua nkrofo na wo mo ne bank mpanifo ni bi afa nchen ebia account na wo mo National Youth Employment Program but o ma fa nchen ebia account bi a na friend Nation Youth Employment Program e confirm not rural bank e wo Asante Mamu enti eno na the first leader menya ya nipa ne cast wo pese medi akire ena medi akire omumu baako ka so ebre bia de ne ko ba bi so onkoye verification ya de say oyobi a oka sa akro no ho anya de anke betimi ene akọ enti oso wo de me kọ ho no akọkire me adwuma okodi e ena o de me kọ company bi ne friend Better Ghana Management Services Limited now NEC campaign omo year 2008 and it's a Better Ghana agenda so because ana why na wo koye company a what the NDC slogan a form company so me ka se bia NDC mpenifo ni bi me ko hwe ekira na enye NDC mpenifo ni bi na ZoomLiom papa no Joseph Sienwe Japan ni company no under the Jospon group so then na company here na chese woman na omo ye internship nursing teaching about 70,000 people ye de omo to program bi so a na ebinum kra na etua omo be 50 Ghana cedis
me teaching I think I was paid 70
okay yes ebinya 60 ebinya 70 teachers and nurses no omo nya na nke o say 80 but omo ti bi a womo de ye provident fund
okay
yes en kwomont binye provident fund na company no so emfa bi nka ho because na 70 na wogena nya sa 70 na ban ede ma
okay
na ye 250 Ghana cedis
oh wow
yes but almost 70 mra ho na enkai no nko company no na company na nka so omote be 10 cedis e ka no omoji no efri no omoji efri ho no
wow
no mo mfanya provident fund ba me ye hwehwemu na provident fund okra company ne te but o mo ntua
I'm comment hwe about provident fund anyway
and I'm say na we ekoso say enkrofo mo ye adwuma na mo ade o mo sika bebrebesi na company na on watch ho so ye management fee service ni ade on na eje efa kase na enti me hwemu na che say companies no kra de na ZoomLiom so ka ho RLG ka ho Zero Group ka ho se companies bebre ya begu ho a sebe CSC ya behwema ka no kra na kro no e na companies ne aban empenifo ebom a wo mobo enti che se emabu anke o se omonye adwuma ne ye no ye de omo aya o wakeke e na ye ewia aban sika
but by that time no so ye no we didn't know say because I knew I had a contract with government not any other company.
Yes, I know the who because youth employment no the kratabebrel.
Yes.
Sama pao. Bosume swa memo 70 cedis and 75 cedis. But eno koda nchen wa fa nchen akutua company bi ZoomLiom companies ni bi.
Okay.
So ono na on manage you. Sebe wo kira de anye ZoomLiom company nyon no brel chalk. Atade a wo hye nyon na wo brel. And the question is eden na company yanka wo gi sa sika bebrebe no. Intermediate who said the similar thing was replicated at ZoomLiom at the time. What more prapra no sa se ne wukan ya was wonim say 500 Ghana cedis and a aban etiama no. But contract ni say ZoomLiom for 400 Ghana cedis. That's 80% of the amount. Now won tua wo more prano 100 cedis. Now 100 cedis e ho na health insurance wo. Ehho na se wo faka akoba bia wo prano ana se wo ye adwuma na ehho na wo sabe yare ebo because efie adwuma na omo ye bibi to a 100 cedis ne mu na wo pension allowance bia bibia ne only benefit bibia 100 cedis no na me hwe na sebe ya asefem na me yese me di achi nti me this story ne true dwa no satem no mampeni Mahama ene ete oye president wo ye committee bi 5-member committee ye nhwehwem eba awse ne me kan no na no kre mo di bebre kra findings bebre kra sa be kan ho contract ni nyina otwa ase all the youth employment contract almost suspended cancel ni nyina except ZoomLiom there no enwe chi nipa mienu ekoda efiase so what abuga pele ne Philip Sibita sa jida nsensem na na de omko prison and RLG na one of the powerful companies sa stories here na ema RLG ase etoye because wo hwe ne na omoye na ne ZoomLiom eye bia na omoye enti wo mu wie no for some strange reasons ZoomLiom contract no man twem and at 2016 November 2016 akabe Nnawotwe miensa amaya koto aba no MPP press conference ka say na se hwe sa ZoomLiom contract ya say aban the 500 Ghana cedis to nchen se obi bia wo ye aprapra adwuma no eno ene enkom ho na mom contract ne se yemfa 400 emma ZoomLiom ne yemfa 100 cedis emma wo ma mo ye adwuma no MPP ka say we eye krono ena Mahama ban ena ZoomLiom ebo oman Ghana eye ade o senk ye twa sa contract mu na ne enti Mahama ntumi ntwam ne se wono onya so mfaso when a MPP ekaye around 17th November 2016 just the next month ene yekoto aba nyamencha de Kufuado ebedi ade contract ya omo ka sebe John Mahama aban na omo nya ho mfaso no enti na omo ntimi ntwam no for all the 8 years MPP aban entwa contract mu Emma and the General Secretary of the MPP, Ora Justin Frimpong. A press conference 2019 ka say, one more buy ZoomLiom say or 45,000. And one more year juman, but one more year head count. One say one more war no, but not do na any one more buy head count. No, do na any appointment letters. But a numpo one 38,000. Then 45,000. Still, we must ZoomLiom for payroll number no. Company na for payroll number, but still contract no more interim. And na could you have Frimpong, General Secretary. And
at the time of cancer, no
why Youth Employment Agency CEO na one Youth Employment Agency ano. Nti emra na woko contested General Secretary and omudi owura bia ye friend of Kofi Ban Japan. Said war on-call head Youth Employment Agency. Now, Bresso share contract, you say no contract. It doesn't make sense because near company ne cano. Edwan kra one yet. ZoomLiom asem na make. Sika so edi ma ZoomLiom ne sika yedi ma wo mo ye adwuma na sebe nyansa bia enim. The last time MPP free office no. Na yes yemfa 850 Ghana cedis for more prano. That's the deal that is existing till today.
Okay.
Say 800 Ghana cedis. Now mom ZoomLiom budget 600 cedis. Now more prana 250 cedis. And ne send Ghana ayeshi afei.
And no there coffees a Japan the toast one on the
and yon okay Kodria Abreso mo de call 600.
Okay.
Emma ZoomLiom 450. Emma
super 150
180.
180.
And sa contract no we no. I think abra Kofi Japan wo ho no. The new contract almost signed. I think say one more year contract no mu di hu juma almost everything was ready before no buy. Renew every 2 years be now more renew. Enti one more year and say 850 cedis. ZoomLiom budget 600 cedis busumi bia. Now one more prano aje 250. Na number ZoomLiom presented here is 45,000, but some number no krana obi ain't me authenticate but omo twa no. Into which I was soon be a ZoomLiom budget 27 million Ghana cedis. No more prano, I did 250. That's all call on my Ghana by beer could be sad. A free tete, sa contract almost me prabe 6 months, 1 year, not in Chiomoka. And to do an age. But company no debia or bar 45,000 year chanica, 45,000 year chanica. And no coffee Japan casino, San year cost in any. What prayers and board no be one ama contract ya trim, but board no M1. Enti na ye wo your friend is saying or ye say aban mu mpenifuo ni bi no wo behwe na wa down mo na wo maboa no enti me wo evidence say okohu kandapa national security minister at the time or contract you home or sanso free hokohu gabi asaro chirda kon aye President Akufo-Addo busuani Emma Gabi Oshirdakon ede ne call omampani asoye Jubilee House so won kwane one na contract yentimensia no so ohwe book ametre the President Ghana never got side chapter ewo ni nyina ankwesi hwe ama prayer na odi freeze MPP edi freeze so enti so wohwe baby a ma hya asi betru ne ya chese aban mo mpenifo ni bi omaye adwuma ewo waye na youth employment agency omudi adanse yese na contract yenye na mbo woni omoka se o ZoomLiom sensem de eba mpenifo na omo wosoro ho no so wo se wo ye obi a obesi no kwan a wanhwe ebeyiw na obi a ye paw no youth employment agency CEO a one check ra no one check be for 5 months ye pamo no Vincent Kwagbenu.
Okay. Yeah.
Vincent Kwagbenu. No national service and wamu yi ni say NDC mabun say wamo pe protocol appointment na onfio or so be anya na equal no mu yi no. And also onko register cast nature omodi about youth employment. Or by one of the first things I say yen suspended payment to ZoomLiom. Because or here at the time not contracting you because from 2013 to 2017 we won sign contract be near ZoomLiom or by almost so edi or say or trust or mama contractor enunti wo modi tua company ni ka mo fa contract ni bro o hwe ni ma contract ni ma e no tro come common fan secretary say entua naka entua company ni ka because any contract be within 6 months wo mu yi no enti wo hwe we nyina na kyerese ne mpenifo na kanana ase no krabio enu nti na me say okay so mo sim mpenifo ehwe enim ema adwuma omo nni ho hwe a omo nye ho hwe a enne ma me mfa nkodan omampeni John Dramani Mahama na ebinim bisa se na so Ebra Akufo-Addo woso otu anamon bisa na se obi hu se me ne Rebecca Akufo-Addo ayo mampeni Akufo-Addo yere etwamfoni a na meeting na ye hia no eno hu nti na ye hia na me ko meeting na me de krata etro metro bibibia ti omampeni se ana ikunu se me pese me no bibia I have access to him through Jinaponi ade so okay me ne Jinapo akasa se me ne Gabi Ochirda akon akasa se me ne abampeni ni bi I decide ZoomLiom komo ehu bi but me person me metumi hu say ono mampeni no onim hu bi so I didn't want to assume that they told him I just wanted him to know enti the brown envelope the write up in a document said my first lady Rebecca Akufo-Addo ni nyina ankosiaga and at this time I say okay my main petition President John Dramani Mahama because make sure petition crowd do na say na wo how say ZoomLiom e obi bia mu a enya dia NDC MPP obi abetimi MPP but thanks to credit to the President John Dramani Mahama this week were issue letter say enya dia contract no metwa so na eno ekoda nchen so ameka fumigation assembly bia wo Ghana wo kwa ye tiomo for fumigation na sene wetie for bete ensem no mu yie no ma menkyere mu wo ma mo pra no se wokọ district bia na ye pra dwom unse containers akese bi sio ye pra na de enwuro na atum ne ya maso akọ bola si ye pra wi a me say company ZoomLiom eje be 27 million cedis every month for a pra contract no as management fees ne ye pra wi na wo mo ekoto atwene a ye wo contract foforo
and you different
contract
yeah the lifting run
district assembly bia etua ye fresh contract ni sanitation improvement package na ye de ko bola no so a se o call district nketua bebre bola no be ko na ya hye but o mo contract foforo a ye de manage sa bola no
nti em fa no se me fa won ko me krom me gina ha ya me hu agono kwanta market
yes
bola container ba ko si ho omo fa fi ho a omo de ko baby e fa ne damte
yes
onom ko hwegu
o
say omo contract
omo tua
omo contract yeah apana ye different bola container we omo left no so
different contract different
bola no so e ho no so eno so ho contract
wo ho West Landfills Management Contract enya miensa na wo so na gata mo etoda ensuo ebanti yen spray mu eno so o contract MMDA's fumigation contract.
Hey.
Enomako Ministry of Health. Akoje another fumigation contract. Our health insurance. And it years our contract, no.
Wow.
Ni nyina ZoomLiom na same na making.
And the 5.
Ye. Na Ministry of Local Government esa awarded a third fumigation contract yearly. Enka no mo so etoda cholera be banti en awarded sa contract no but COVID-19 ba almost say COVID-19. Enti obi amo ye interview bi e ma metwa gu me documentary mu. Wo mo bisa so na adan e na COVID-19 say edredi enku COVID-19 mboa. Na o say nia obi obeka say e be ku COVID-19 mboa na wonni nokre. Na eyade a ewo ho a any COVID-19 akọ inside. Enti fumigation nko a contract miensa a ide ma ZoomLiom for.
To do the same fumigation
at the same place.
Gata mu 3.
Yes, the same assemblies. 3 different fumigations. And you see hospitals say nyendru ye ni CT scan ye ni bia health insurance ikano. Domelevo emro wo hono oye hwehwemu ye se ye tua be 184 million from National Health Insurance Levy e dia ma ZoomLiom. And it's a work ZoomLiom sema sebe or how as our company Edinburgh or my a buying penny for any be acts na any company e bo or my chrono. Evidence wo ha sebe. Yes, see a man for be fiasia it's very easy. And this is what happens. And to share or man penny letter or trauma me na work as a fumigation no one be hwehwemu.
Yeah.
Na one be san ye audit bi ahwe se sika bi o metua ZoomLiom no meye ho audit menya mfanto ho sebe company no ba o se nipa 45,000 bosome bia so obi nwu obi enye adwuma no obi enko retirement bosome bia 45,000 even emra na waye forecast say number na nya de o mo metimi authenticate no still Emma Greater Accra Metropolitan Assembly etro koma why say mo se nipa o meba be prayer ho a mo ZoomLiom na manage omo no ye hu omo enti mo ma ye list no. Can you imagine what the Youth Employment Agency said? Omo so omo ni list no just ZoomLiom no kwa na e list no. Wow. But ye tua company o me call Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly the Central Business District baby e fin kese pa wo no KMA one of my power monkrofo ema pra nye omoka. But on paper you say close to 2,000 people have been assigned to the assembly through ZoomLiom. Enti step on man penny ateki sebe ebinim so na den na wo praising her no say eyade a Ekufuado ne nkrofo ye ya enkasika ya hwere sene babia ye fia maybe would have gotten somewhere So better late than never. Na me hu ne se nya de a ekosi hɔ a e wo se yetimi edi akire. Sebe so we DC na we kromfo. Ana sebe o. So we jimi na wonim nyansa. Na amanfo school dan egu amanfo so na ye de sika bro na wo se sa sika wo beto atwene. Say ye de sa nhwehwemu no. Ye de ebeba the assembly level. So that those DCs that will also waste these monies, instead of using it for the development, what money be boa for me call all me story, me call 53 district, municipal and metropolitan assemblies. Na ebinum, especially northern Ghana, northern region, upper east and upper west. I told the Ura district we huna amount for sensu na emwa enso ennom the same pond. Woman needs to. But sika ye way, ya de do na eche.
But will you be surprised from what near your sources, no? Contract we in September last year, but still I know Guswa is a surprise and an idea here with this contract.
Make just a contract you February 2013. Until around 2019, between February 2013 and 2019, will be an signed contract be a.
But Negusua Tuano.
Yegusua Yetria, Ometria ZoomLiom.
Okay.
Asema American offer could be Justin, could be from Pon, obey the one dance here. Offer Kofi a Japan, obey the one dance here. Obi be a bedi one dance here. So, a banner contract here, a metro book be the 4th John, rain, rejection, and rebound. Now, sentence be a mutual amount for some word to do. Me say, whenever ZoomLiom is involved, government officials act without consulting their brains. Because any money be doesn't make sense. So, only contract, because he ain't here. Obia contract no award no. Also, now also 45,000 award. Me call out me 38,000. 38,000 no kwado do na eni ye nkrata. Che se omo de oma ba se be ye na nke so ye power mo, but omo ni nkrata.
Okay.
Enu enyina echi no. Wo mo kosoa no mo tua. Nienti omo ntimi an sign contract no. One of them is credit goes also to Kofi Japan. And MP for Tafo Pankro no. Vincent Atefa. Asifwa, sorry, okay. Asifwa, okay. Vincent Asifwa.
Yeah, Asifwa, yeah.
MP for Tafo Pankro. No, our board no subi.
Okay.
2022, I'm not going to renew contract no. Omo board minutes are making no. Kofi Japan, a cast a contract ni entrum. One board member, Laurentia Japan. No, Laurentia Adams. Or non say contract ni enye until one fuaso. Yen tron to us on fuaso. And Vincent Asifwa. One also eka say enya dia contract yenti mon fanto krata so say me Vincent Asifwa me mfuaso nti omo miensa no ena womo equity a contract nti ka board ne boa omo anka enya dia MPP abreso kra contract ne osenka by 2022 osenka contract ne yetwam.
Okay. Interesting. But Peter Mensa about no deputy CEO of PSC Tamashipia Peter Akwaba. Great, you. Because I home and I'm in fire a J. So, I mean, what things Manasa there to here? Edding say we are holding on to such a contract. Say contractor, ye nim nipa dodo krana nipa nisi or one we have not verified. Still like a kosutia contract to me. Na Guswa 8 years. I didn't know man basa.
Okay. First of all, my main fan check is on Wapamfo. Let me also extend greetings to Senior Manasa Azori and my brother from the shipyard. What I will say first of all is that Utie the Nyema ace journalist Manasa Azori at the Atwa Ponosona. It tells you that there are more deeper things, and that the work that YN extensively covering ZoomLiom other sanitation issues is something that at a different time I would have to engage him on the side and then understand most of the things and also seek more clarity so that going forward, no, if I was say buy to be on in some area we can be able to situate matters properly. But I think he's done wonderful work, looking at the consistency with which or follow matters from the John Mahama 4-year administration. Or the free Honoma New Patriotic Party to take over in 8 years. And then now, so how he is still chasing the ZoomLiom issues and all. So it takes boldness to be able to go that tangent. So now that he's here, I would not wait for him to leave before I will say it. I'll pat him on the back.
That's
now, one thing I can say, we should also be asking ourselves this question. Say, Ghana, I say, do we also have other sanitation companies and now say cleaning companies are almost also what the capacity of ZoomLiom? Say in case, say, if we're able to situate matters properly, those companies can be engaged to get on board and then to do some of this work. It is also a matter, it was say you go into it. Now you hear. Even though we discuss, yes, even
post this particular.
Yes. So that will be post the exhaustion of this particular matters that is on the table. And answer is something I was say we need to begin to think around and then to know how best that you beat me when there are sanitation issues in the I can't really say too much. Looking at in summer what we are going on, they meet me. I can say. If the president would be able to take that bold decision to look into auditing issues that were raising, send also a reply, and then also you better the whole facet of that. Also, to say company like Montran, Oko banking sector, and any other service industry, I think almost an agent where they do recruitment for some of these service industry players. Almost sometimes I understand that they pay them some amount and then not more the cashiers and some of the other workers within the banking industry, for instance. And it is a practice that is in our industry, but looking at the quantum of money that is said to be paid, now share the beneficiaries of the program. I'm being specific to ZoomLiom. Now here aside that and so other contracts and so multiple contracts and so
for the same thing.
And so it looks like on the face of it, I don't want to go too deep, but on the face of it, listening to what Ace is talking about, then that means that there is a replication or duplication of the same contracts,
question the crowd say another one a baby session say how many times in who saw more air fumigated gutters in our
but one thing too is that we try to say the Manasseh Kahwasem then it also brings to mind say all this while have we had a coordinating report from the Auditor General that suggests that to say also he made mention of the Ministry of Health. Now there's a contractor, the National Health Insurance will pay ZoomLiom to do some fumigations. Then also local government is also engaging them to also do the same fumigations, and then other sectors. So that means that has the Auditor General been able to an investigation and as an expose to say that ABS be say the man some find this, but we have seen that there's a duplication of so because of that, these number of people should be brought to book or these issues must be investigated.
Manasseh, if you have responsibility between them,
you share report auditing and information there. You share Auditor General surcharge and disallowed, but technical grounds in the Supreme Court. Because a private company and then so it's on technical grounds, but not on the substance. And which they offer the Auditor General's report on the implementation of the District Assembly's Common Fund. We download the movie and we click it, and also search for just fumigation. And then this district, they paid, ZoomLiom didn't deliver the service, retrieve the money. El hobby brave, hence I know but near can see as a coordination anyhow, and the same company knows perhaps the weakness of the system. Into almost the same deal, not the Akwahano Akwaji, not the Akwahano Akwaji. COVID-19 by na Ministry of Health yebi na local government nso yebi. But me ko around na assemblies ne say womo enya machines na ebinum air spray sorry ni private places. Afran plain say me ko say sorry why yan spray and I'm saying na then na public place and I say a buying locations no dey More ZoomLiom ye you say you to on crafting cry say e ma yenye ne More ZoomLiom ye entina sa district no wo mo ni ZoomLiom e wo fumigation contract na wo mo nhyedan hia as a COVID-19 crab na ye hia enka More ZoomLiom enye on that contract yamana anye assemblies na eto mo machines o mo ye spraying and also mo nyai ni More ZoomLiom contract for no may another fumigation enti sebe woti hai one of the contract sem praha ena ehiase ye praha contract no ma menye once akoto price wo dey pra news that be jai na me ayama me contract that sen come praha no yama me contract for sem me so as a empenifo no wo nim but sebe oma hu se bia sika bio high me hu ni omo ye but as there's a motivation omo ebutai bia also omo timi achieve ai no nti wo mo ehya dai so omo nim but they know
but does this non-renewal no affect all the other companies under ZoomLiom on more contract? Because I'm just reading, sir.
No, and nobody for the APRAPRA contract. No.
Okay. Because I'm reading, sir, Finance Ministry's response to an RTI request by the Fourth Estate. It revealed that the government had disbursed 156 million
yes,
of the over 264 million realized from the sanitation and pollution levy imposed on Ghanaians to Sewage Systems Ghana Limited,
yes,
another company of Mr. Japan.
Yes.
And we know, and no affected this one.
No, so our company, you know, ZoomLiom sister companies nibi, and almost see sewage whatever, and I buy it here 95 million cedis. Until Auditor General here report no say now we're a private company no ya na idea. I buy any shares a womb. So this will see waste treatment plant. I buy 95 million cedis. I'm a private company. And the Auditor General says, Sikano, Yenje. Because any idea was say it. Instead, see a budget Sikano. Your first year, you company no more money. Yeah, 95 million. Almost said 156 million. The man, sir, a friend say, report, yes, sewage. Not me or 40 second, yes, RTR request.
Okay.
And billions of ZoomLiom Nigeria, but so what to say, ZoomLiom or then ACAP, Accra compost treatment, whatever. I buy it yaka. Me want evidence. I buy it yaka. So it's not say be a private company. Yet has say
how do you say I buy it yaka?
Every month I buy it for the operations, the running of that company. The operations, yes. So be a ZoomLiom ATM not me try. One fresh show is on Kasane Mekana no credit. And I have the receipt and invoices.
I buy it for what?
For the management of the waste treatment, almost waste compost then. From the very beginning, and Sunday ever started crying. one more the letter called Parliament near there. I have all of those letters. And to the question is, do other companies have the capacity? No. Sebe.
We'll get there, but let's stay with ACAP.
Yes.
Meaning ACAP is say we are nkran.
Yeah, they call
more share how
between and almost some fertilizer and
yes, but any part of contract of sign here say because radio can say they have a contract of the managing waste or baby on the ball and go.
There's a contract. ZoomLiom treatment plants in the den. You shims near make say enya no kra obi mfre show yi so. Say enya no kra. One more contracts with the government. If I knew this would come up, I would have brought the payment vouchers. Some time ago, I think it was about $3 million cedis a month. So yes, one more payment plan. Since I think 2012 or so, almost started. So nientia others no cry anyway. There's a contract be a yaka wan say me. E bi cry here say ye the company bi baba say enye ZoomLiom cry ye here company bi say one year manager for the sweepers. Assembly be a Ghana. Ewo capacity say obetumi ahwe nkrofo ya pra omo jom. Because assembly be a waste management department.
Okay.
En kan no kra no mo omo from Nsama sanitation town council for school of hygiene. Your form to enforce the assembly's bylaws. And to which one say be a would define to fia o ma meet we yana tankers for bar school fees near the betia. So everything was neat.
Okay.
ZoomLiom buy near tram near day sa contract no so man ZoomLiom sanitation gas contract. And to be bia to chima e assembly ni sa also would trace ya obehwe na ZoomLiom edachi.
Mate, so now you share beyond this.
So
now you renew contracts.
Okay, so thank you to Manasseh. Now I'm let me pay clarity on to say that the capacity and whatever. That's why I said that. So I said very deep, you know, because listening to Niema, also transcended from our government. From the NDC government to our government, and now it is also coming up. It means that we need a political will to be able to handle this matter.
Okay.
And I'm praying that there will be that will to handle this matter.
So, but then what you do that though?
Of course.
Also, cabinet say now contract here or there at the regional and district levels.
But our day on the regional and then the district levels. So also the situation that whatever that Manasseh has been able to expose and bring out, we are not going to have a reoccurrence of that. Number one. Two, he also made an interesting point that because I believe that employment is a national security issue. It continues to be a national security issue. People are school of hygiene, some of them they are not even getting postings. Some of them have been in school 4 years, 5 years, they are still home. So if at the end of the day, Yetimima districts and the regions, let's start to handle some of these sanitation matters, almost can be able to employ most of this school of hygiene there, so that they can also begin to do some of these things. Then ZoomLiom can also continue to be their own private company and run their private affairs, just like other people are running their private affairs.
Okay.
Osha to say neighborhoods be more honoma. Sanitation companies be or
yes.
But se sika obi triama wo se omo mefa be a trash in fee. If you look at how they are able to respond, now we hear how some of the bigger sanitation companies in Ghana, I won't mention any name, and so their response to how they gather the rubbish that some of them have even been paid for to come and pick up, you see that there are a lot of questions. I hope you are following what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why I make us say, Niema we need deep truth. But it is good that at least we've been able to have a personality here. Why not being said? With every government to be able to hit very hard and dive very deep. Say, or they bring it this particular matter to somehow light. Oshe Sikana involved now
for mommy.
The payments are the beneficiaries now. Say, oh, you will be a war conscience. I'm not the American also doesn't mean I'm 14 ZoomLiom, but I'm just saying that you will be a war conscience.
Yeah.
You should even know, say, even 14 them or not 14 them, you should know that per the Sika ZoomLiom receive any Sika beneficiaries. No.
Yeah. Okay.
The mothers, the old ladies, they are impoverished. The hard work they are doing, the risk with Niema or Mopeke from gutters and all of that. Now he's at the moment. As a nation, we need to begin to, have a discussion and then support Manasseh's work and then get government to also set up and do this.
Peter Mensah, of the National Communication System of the NDC, and CCA, Deputy CEO PSC Tamashipiat. Peter, right now, the president will take a decision.
Yeah.
Cabinet will take a decision.
Right.
Then no see a year beyond here.
Ojo me da se ma me fa kwen so na me nchi aga na fo waje bre wo hwe wo fidi kese ma ka se wo fidi dia hafo de wo draft ba bia Adom TV na hwe mu so na me ye emergency landing o no ba ye
Okay.
ma me nchi am regional minister honorable Charity Ghana obodwuma me DC e wo TV South yiba asabe wo ne mpanifo mo obodwuma ye nchi o mo na me wa idea tamasha piad mfa nche mfiri ho mawo na me nchia me pen me akasa me boss Mr. Osman Suleiman and na operation team adwuma mo ye led by Mr. Rashid adwuma mo bo ho no kojo next week nyame ya adwuma enkwa wiye no na PSC tamasha piad ya start 24-hour economy.
Okay.
Nti ma me mo wasutre na beton safro na waba ehihia e dia gu akwan mo nyame atom ama from next week, you be to me, the president can say from July, the I am to year we are, many of Manasi, Metron Safrena, my baba share, a Duma and Sweden, your main chairman, Manasi, the share, but I've been following his wife. When he be, Kojay, Edin Kano, your mom Manasi, so I think that he's been consistent on this ZoomLiom issue. And Ubia Utua Namombiano, when you saw the human say Ubenya results.
Yeah.
And I am not surprised, and the results now bar. He's demonstrating what we call political amnesty. Because successively, government now to sana mo say, or no we have to break this monopoly. And our day, in fact, at toho. Ediama government aba ekunyina enti ene se President Mahama Bayamba na President Mahama Bayan so aye hwehwemu an based on the petition or the koye o maka se sa contract we yenye den yentoaso biemu a Manase edi se obebo aban no aiden abaso wa bra yeso ye bo na abaso se why consistent in his quest to ensure say in terms of a person ensure sanitation ewo omanimo e di omanini yesiesi omanimo no e kwan ya fa so ayama contract ya manipa content kro na wadi saade yesu saa mfie kodwohoho yi no e wo si yetwa saade no I think say wonnam krum let's be objective ofa krum na ne omafo ni din komo a so ye ndisio. So, PPU, I am telling you, you get about 80% of the populace catch us say some monopoly in the break. And then, when you can say, me the pa, or see the in this agenda because of the figure. Nipana would decide to make and how he has ties with both the NDC and MPP. What we were looking for is a political will or paper. Ebe frio kendi ni bi wo obedwuna sa dabi ebraso say den yesesa sa de we but ye me yan say me nie ye nyina no President Mahama ba ye said demonstrate sa political will me political honesty on. Enya de bia di on. Wo bi ya de na ya ka say ye bonaba so keke. And it's a political one now wo kan. The mama demonstrate. Me ni aka say o ye mo president mama ba so say wa demonstrate sa de no. Na emom ye hwe nim say ni. Na emom ne de okeka ho. Ba so be ka say o ye mo president about to say wa demonstrate. Say sa de we yan say na de me nyam so be ka. Ye nyina to de bia. Sa enema nyina no. It's part of rebuilding the democracy.
Nti emfansa waka. Ye ko ye nim what we do. Then no say.
It is here. Let me tell you something. The ya me de e wo president na sama o kan say. Audit ne be koso. Because e was say audit ne koso. Na ye hu sa loophole na e wo hono. Enti ye ko ye nim no. Was say ye nya decentralized system, and I love that. Region and district based. It is a region and district based. And what sounds like I say, yes, are competitive tendering. If we are going to use the private companies, that's the omo kwakwaya. Yenya competitive tendering. The competitive tendering a good in say. Number 1, yenya quality. Number 2, yet me enya cost flexibility. Dini papa ko in kasa ono ho ana yeden, we monopoly ntino emayi tuo bi anase sika bi otua ngofo no yede wakwa kotua because ye competitive ani padodo na de omo adwuma a omo ye ani say the experience omo wo no omo de ba beto pono so say ye nhwem so omo betumi aye sa adwuma yi ntino ebetumi ama ye nya quality ebetumi ama ye nya akatua pa de ama adwuma yefo no na president so is this ade no me kwa afi Minerals Commission, officer, na ma bi a wo ho no ma ye ZoomLiom worker. And wo so, and papa, yes, Remo, unka bi maye, na say we adwan kwa mo na, just ye mfa ye na ZoomLiom asin de ye wu na se ma me. Nya botre. President nhye ba. Said ye tie bia mo akatua no, ye be den ye betum. Enti wa ye sanitation worker wo Minerals Commission Kenya ase. And the president letter no de ba na said ye mekan no, was say mo a mo prapre musika ne be den ye betumu ama meka kire wo president the letter na ye den aba enti sa nhyehyɛ ya ye de be fa wo mo be ye adwuma no eno na wo se ye hwese ye di so say to say de na menu kan na manase so kan the people will have the competence to be able to handle manase my proposal be say why don't we use the district assemblies to handle this and kan no nkurase ye no ne yefra na tankasere esamansamai those times no mo buoma ya hu ne die nsam wo fie na kosopa ye nya kasa tankasere ba o bia gridi and ni nyina no if we can analyze as ye hwese district assembly no work capacity to handle the sanitation issue and also see alternative.
Okay, all right.
And I say ye be kwa the private company in a decentralized way at the district and the regional level no so and what see your competence and a flexibility for the workers na ye kwa perform. It's I say across board no e create mama membunu bebre. Ye ma no ye papa no mo ye nua no marante bebre and so so no muso ye den enya adwuma no mo ye. Enti ye hwe se nyame adom a ye nya president or wo pepa na political wala what demonstrate say some monopoly ye break no ye be hwe se ehye na ye ni kwa ni mo will be guided. Okay. Na obi a ye de sa contract yi be kwa koma ni bia no obe work within the purview of the law and also in the best interest of the country as anema ya manase abobobo so rot ni ade ni nyana ye nkwanko ebe na I believe say papa na wa hye nduma pass ye wura John Dramani Mahama boss eba a wa hye nduma pass no ode ye bekwa wie ye pa eti Ghana fo munya hotoso na mo enka makoma ntom yem say boss eba president Mahama waba wo hye niam no including the sanitation aspect no obeye ama ye nyina ye ho atoye edi menua don't men worry so papa na timia demonstrate sa political will we ya be rest assured say the akani nyina na hye wo ho no o nyina nim fo ho do se wakasa enko region and district level no obema mpanifo adie eni adie akiri say de be at the end of the day sa eniama we ya aye finance aye nu amanase de abeto abonten ye ko ye ni mu no sa eniama beto abonten
me das pa Peter means na o tie ne kano ogusua hwe na Nnawotwe dwumadie ye betwa ye ho na ya kwa akofa ye mula tew ye ba yeah den kind of best so yeah our national service in Sensamo CAD and Manasseh has a lot of information on that. You try nearby. You go for a short break. You ba obetumi akọ Facebook na oja comment ho me ba me kan mo bia so ate won so ne a wo pa kire wadwen kira wo kire on Facebook on to ne entra on Nnawotwe dwumadie so ye ba te sisia mo akọ abanfambra Nnawotwe dwumadie so on Adom TV. Few of more comment on Facebook na fi yenkoso Amisco Spelele wakaso say aka Dr. Baumia Beba 2028. Big ups to the nurses for suspending their strike, but JDM must pay their conditions of service now. Regards to Honorable Sylvester Tete, incoming MPP General Secretary, and Honorable Mavis Hawa Kumsen, incoming MPP Women Nationals, National Women's Organizer. Co-Mensa Pillar 2 say Happy Father's Day in advance to all the responsible fathers, especially Bright Sylvie Kumi, Honorable Thomas Oheneba Boache, Charles Oteng, aka OT by Co-Mensa Pillar 2. Benjamin Pepra says, good morning, Sammy. In fact, I wish you a happy Father's Day and may the good Lord bless you and guide you. I'm Benjamin Pepra from Aguna Nyakrom. Okay, thank you very much. Let's look at beyond where we are now. What must happen? Maybe 2 minutes on it, yeah.
So, in fact, we heard the not mean I can say. No, man, I say it's difficult for me to say me bo President Abaso. You know,
yeah, share beyond now.
Beyond that, you know. Look, we share some of President, the statement now about out. What I say? The statement or the about out. It is just a wording. It is just a wording. If the president demonstrates, he would demonstrate through an action. And that action would be that whatever he has said to Manasseh, say obey, he is putting that into motion. Now you say, as political observers, what did I say? You say, oh, this is what exactly, or you were ruling out, or monitor. So no, after that, I mean, no better than her. No matter more President Abaso for doing that, then you can say me more Abaso. Okay. But for you to say that it is difficult for me, say me more President Abaso. Me to be more President Abaso based on the statement he has released. The last thing too that I was saying is it looks like she said that there is some happiness be say, oh, okay, a free the national level where the ministries will engage ZoomLiom at the top. He said in the Yebabi German form, regional and district levels, into Mwamba handle my own affairs. Is it that about regional and district levels are the same things that Manasseh has been able to expose? You know, there is a way that we are going to curtail Saadeno from happening. And now as I say, we are just happy that ABOB Philly said there were some goodies that were somehow moving its waves at the top. He said never Sanya form, so that is why we are happy about it. So we should look at all these matters properly. Now for how an assemblies no so already be to say what district levels
now we see from 2 minutes
refuse a you be track bit missy baby so containers not neighborhood for any complaining but near the blame DCs and MCs now because the DC and the MCs are political leader now pressure ban no or no team could resist so can you have fun cleaning and coffin for you but to be come no be the contract and so as soon as he say as soon as he send court several no yes contract okay so ni na yer hwe fi enyi pressure na sika ka district assemblies no de be ye adwuma foforo no yes so e could defend the union na dem
also 2 minutes
president initiative the president here how does the president communicate to the public it's not through letter Hey, today na me oh, assembly the way our creative pressure, no, it's as if the president letter or issue, no, a needless. But president action or take, you know, and no issue letter, man, public, no, say this is the action. Let me read the first line. Let me read it's important. Or say expiration contract. The contract between Youth Employment Agency (YE) and ZoomLiom Ghana Limited has expired. And will not be renewed.
Thank you.
This is presidential statement. Peter, it means the partner say, "Abana nyabepa." and what take step and what can say no yeah the court district and regional
the
same
down also
yes the same precedent problem we are buying and the measures are in place to ensure and let me use this opportunity and commenting in this conversation now the current CEO for YE Miniam Malek Basintali what demonstrated that for the same political because the energy era Malek Basintali this 30 year about the conversation about ZoomLiom contract, and create public awareness and attention to it. No, for the first time, you just see you be on also you bold and confidence. And no, start your way the
Kofi Japan are the same Malik Basintali. Kofi Japan see Malik Basintali no say or care about renewal. Say on renewing on under those terms.
Yes.
But we share the sentiments that we don't need that contract.
Yes.
Hence, we share near Kofi Japan, and I think that's even
to be honest with you.
Yes.
Malik, any went to Malik. Malik stated, his engagement, his public engagement. Oh, we he also stated there's no need to renew. No.
Also renew the
he did something. After Facebook Live, I monitored. You came after that. Maybe I didn't check that. After that, he took it. So it's important because the way our creators are you see, let me tell you, they are going to work hand in hand. No, they are going to work hand in hand. Yes.
Why he was so being
involved. No, they are Utah or more pass it through why
but the commenter,
so no, what I'm saying is that it's not going to be ZoomLiom.
We don't even need. Look, the assemblies can hire people because so
that is an approach. But when we are talking about having a competitive tender through private companies, that means you still have a role played by YE.
Really?
And ensure yes.
But the assemblies on my
contract. Assemblies, or say assemblies, or no one proposing one alternative. Say ye jaima assemblies, nankasa. No one you sue their
cabinet say. But let an by your way or say cabinet take a decision. Say what the contract at the regional audition level. Say
yes.
Cabinet subcommittee be a better modalities on the issue.
No, in this one,
those are
private firm,
different companies.
But Manasseh is proposing a different thing. Manasseh is a young assemblies managing just like we were managing sanitation issues to one and employ workers no more year. But in this proposal, it will still be a private entity that is holding the whole initiative. It is two approaches, and you're looking at here. And the either of these two approaches, monitoring mechanism is what is key. I ensure say so. My district assembly now handle everything. Your normal recruitment after workers or more money direct.
Yeah, for the sweepers.
For the sweepers.
Yeah.
And also my private company in the various districts, regions. And I handle the sanitation issue. All boils down on we having a proper monitoring system. I have been making sure say loopholes now man now say who was ZoomLiom. Then go repeat.
When it comes to
no, what point? You see, say
sweepers now.
We are not do it.
Oh, Peter. Say about the sweepers now. And a third party company to
so that is part of the conversation. That is part of the conversation.
Also,
me personally, I believe that the assemblies can handle this thing.
Okay.
However, sometimes you look at the capacity of the assembly. Okay, most times that's what people question say.
No, the assemblies for Greater Accra Metropolitan Assembly.
No, but we can
KMA, they do it. So I buy into me say water machines and my assembly mama ya quite.
No, but I believe that assemblies can do it.
They can do it.
Like I've been an advocate for government agencies being handled by government officials. It is a me personally, if I have my opinion. But at the end of the day, the argument is also that let's get a competent private firms which will be monitored and guided by government officials. No money employ more people that will give employment to other people. But we deliver from
them. So I can say about a contract now in
Thank you. Yeah.
Contract now for ZoomLiom extra 70,000. The ZoomLiom other company extra 70,000 YE. Ye chairman say why you more manage those people. To say Malegban Sitalene friends saying fire service essence MOUB. Private company BMM. There are different models why you run here. Private company BMM. And to a more recruiter, it says here because a third party they work together with the fire service. Why you should be involved, I don't have any problem with that. But a more recruiter, farmer assembly, because assembly no and manage it. What the third party company back will be a third party company now wabe manage sweepers ne sebi na wo pese yefa kwan boni bi so and we are Ghana sika. So we don't need that. But the other company contracts now ASA bia ya prawie ye pekama wafa bola na pa.
And no private companies
so
can handle that.
So district be any saka no pese what they sa contract ni mo bia. Eno na sa regional and then district level we no. Eno no won betimi aye. But eba na prapra fumigation ye in here every assembly betimi ato the machine say bia and the school we omo here fumigation no man ko fumigate. You don't need these contracts have been there, two of the fumigation contracts 2009 ni 2010. Ye continuously till now when we don't need the service a lot of the time.
Okay. All right. You.
Information is very important. Oh, Mr. It's just related. When you say every district, your YE office. Make us a macho. No, make the role of the YE now. So at the district level, the YE can be handling this. It's the same thing. The YE can be handling this at the district level.
The National Service Authority and names and some about